2026 is really close. So I thought, why not end this year with something really special? So I compiled my best programming advices slash best moments slash funniest of 2025 that you should still know because they are relevant, useful, and just watch the video, okay? And it's kind of a rewind, but better. So yeah, let's begin. Lust, shiny burst syndrome. Programmers are the most lustful creatures. Not my word, but according to Darwin's theory of relativity, the irresistible attraction to every new framework is quite irresistible. Like the prime example is me. I started backend development with Cherry Pie. Then after watching a YouTube video, I switched to Django. Because according to him, Django was better than Cherry Pie. Then after listening to another guy on YouTube, I jumped to Flask. And now you can understand that I wasted a lot of time switching from this to this. Punishment. You will never truly learn anything. You will stuck in a loop of changing frameworks one after another forever. Sloth. Laziness. Have you ever started a project months ago and never finished it because you were too high on caffeine? Or worse, you forgot to document your code, leaving the future generation, including your future self, to suffer? If yes, then my friend, I am afraid to inform you that according to WHO, you might have LPD, Lazy Programmer Disorder. And also, according to UNO, it's a sin. Pretty deadly one. Punishment. You will spend the rest of your life trying to understand what in the world you have written in that code on Microsoft Word in light mode. Pretty disturbing, right? So does that mean CS degree is not worth it? If multi-billion-dollar company CEO is trying to kick you out of your job, should you drop out of your college and start a startup? In my opinion, I don't think so any company has created any such AI that could even replace super junior level engineers. Not even Zuck. Now talking about whether a CS degree is still worth it, after digging deep on the internet, I found that according to many senior developers, having a CS degree has a bit of advantage, just a little bit of advantage. Take an example, you are a recruiter and two people are coming for a job interview. One person has a CS degree from a university/college and the other person claims he is a self-taught super genius Einstein programmer. Who would you pick for your company? Now, assuming that you have a stable brain, in 98% of the situation, you would prefer the CS guy over the self-taught super genius Einstein guy. And by the way, fun facto, over 60% of software engineers have a CS degree. So let's start by addressing the elephant in the fridge. Who created vibe coding and what the F does it mean? So after my extensive hard research, aka asking ChatGPT, the history of vibe coding traces back to February 2nd, 2025, when a computer scientist named Andrei Karpathy, a former research scientist at OpenAI, yes, the company that charges astronomical prices for using their pro AI, and also a former director at Tesla AI. So on February 2nd, 2025, Andrei on his X, talked about vibe coding and rest is history. So that brings us to the next question. What the fridge is vibe coding? So vibe coding is a brand new way of coding, except we don't actually code. Instead, we chill, relax, sip coffee, and let the LLMs do all the work for us. Just type a prompt, hit enter, boom, you're a vibe coder. That's it. No debugging, no semicolon, no errors, no nothing. Just pure AI generated code. So that brings us to another question. Should I care about vibe coding? I mean, it could just be another trend that pops out every single year, gets a bunch of attraction, a bunch of YouTuber makes videos on how it will take your job, and then it disappears into the shadow of another hype. So does this actually matter? Well, here's the thing. As we talked about, LLMs are getting insanely powerful, which means vibe coding can actually be a next major shift in programming. But, again a big but, as history has taught us, if an idea gets overly overhyped, it turns into a buzzword-driven AI scam. Most of the time. There are countless examples.
Hello, it's me,
Devin. 65,437 developers from 185 countries. Whoa, there are that many countries in the universe? took part in Stack Overflow's annual survey, and guess what? Over 80% of developers said they were unhappy and dissatisfied with their jobs. Out of those, 1 in 3 straight up hated their jobs. But the remaining 20% are happy developers. Because maybe they were able to escape the metrics, or maybe because they are the CEOs of big tech companies, or newbies who just learned how to print hello world. And if you are a new programmer waiting to make a living out of it, it might be little concerning for you and for me as well. So let's discuss in detail why programmers are the unhappiest species in the universe. You motherfucker bomb. If you see this thing for the first time in your life, you might think, oh, it's just a few randomized ASCII emojis. Like, oh, look, I'm sad. Now my mouth is open. But actually, this is a bash command that keeps calling itself in the foreground and the background repeatedly and recursively, which makes the CPU a little dizzy. And in worst cases, the CPU might just... Now you might have a question. Who with a healthy brain would like to destroy their own machine? Except for a kid from a high school in USA. Real life examples. In 2010, according to a post on Reddit and Stack Overflow, a high school student from USA just learned about the fog bomb from the internet as a light-hearted, fun prank. So during a class, he accessed a Linux-based terminal in a computer lab and executed this command on multiple poor tiny little computers. Rest in peace. And he thought he would get away with just the simple, oh sorry guys, it was just a prank. But the school wasn't a big fan of his edgy humor and pranks. So he was banned from using the lab computers for rest of his term. But keep in mind, you might literally have to do this every single day. Because remember, your company hired you because they can't afford a full team. But you can argue, I will get a big paycheck at the end of the month. I will be able to pay all my parents' college debt with 50% interest. So I don't care about this. But according to many full stack developers, doing full stack can lead to doing more work with less pay. Companies expect you to play multiple roles but pay you less because remember, that's why they hired you. You are the front-end master, back-end guru, DevOps expert, and even a master salesman. That's why I like to think full stack is a buzzword companies use to attract versatile, vulnerable developers. So they can save some money on hiring multiple devs and make your life as miserable as hell. However, the rapid speed at which technology is growing can be overwhelming to keep up with. Like one day you are learning React, the next day it's Next.js. Then wait, React is out, learn Tailwind CSS. Suddenly you need to know Docker, Prisma, GraphQL. This isn't versatility, it's more like overload. You are not just coding anymore, you are expected to be a QA, system admin, DevOps engineer, product consultant, and a part-time cardiologist in case your heart fails. Mistakes are how we grow. What matters is learning, improving, and keep moving. Damn, I sound like a motivational speaker. But if you're going through spotlight effect, I brought someone who can help. Lights, please. If you think your code is bad, you think your boss will be mad, then don't be sad. 'Cause the day you're having, it's just bad. Bye. Toxic community. Over the years, the Stack Overflow community has grown increasingly toxic because of frustrated senior developers. New developers feel unwelcome because the community was a bit hostile. Ask a basic question and you might face a swarm of piranhas. Hey, why doesn't my code work? Oh, it doesn't work? You know why? Because your code is shit. You know why your code is shit? Because you're the second worst creation of car, of course, after my boss. Do you even know that you're not good at it? You should quit coding. Oh, wait a minute. There is one thing that you are actually good at, and that is nothing, you fucking idiot. You are a worthless piece of crap. Your code is enough to give a damn heart attack to my dead grandma. By the way, you missed the semicolon at line number 5. Downvote. Piece of crap. People began sharing overly positive, emotional stories from their lives. Posts like humbled to announce and honored to collaborate with you flooded the feed. People are acting like they just cured cancer, like sharing stories about how they changed lives with coding. To be honest, they aren't as annoying as those self-proclaimed leadership gurus with leadership quotes. I really hate those motherfuckers. I once gave my intern a pen. He cried. Then he said, thank you. I fired him. Then I hired him again. Leadership is all about rejection, empathy, and sharing pen. Hashtag leadership, hashtag Steve Jobs. And LinkedIn is the only place where every person is humble just before sharing humble to announce. I just got promoted as the CEO, CFO, CIA of Bugbusters AI at only the mature age of 10. What were you doing at my age? Loser. But now it's everywhere. Oh, I see. Pun intended. Rust is basically out there doing everything that C, C++ used to do, but without giving you the PTSD from semicolons. Born at Mozilla thanks to Graydon Hoare, Rust was basically made as a better replacement for C and C++. Think of it like this. C is your strict dad who's always yelling,
"Hey kid, clean up your memory and don't forget to free the pointers, or else..."
Sure, he's powerful, but one simple mistake, trauma for lifetime. But Rust, on the other hand, is like your cooler stepdad.
"Hey bud, don't stress about memory leaks. I got ownership, I got power checking, no worries."
Step 2. Pick a language. And by pick, I mean Python. No debates. It's simple, flexible, and all the major AI libraries are in Python. Like scikit-learn focuses on classical ML, not on deep learning. And that's why we have TensorFlow and PyTorch, who are basically the Messi and Ronaldo of AI libraries. Like TensorFlow is great, but it can be pretty heavy on your brain. And it's a bit complicated than PyTorch, by the way, which is loved by researchers, and it's very Pythonic. It does the same job, but with fewer damaged brain cells. So it's perfect for starters. Tech moves faster than Tom Cruise's age. Technology updates every 5 minutes. You take one weekend off and suddenly there is a new JavaScript framework. Python has a new version that requires semicolons now. Rust is the new C++. And someone created a language called random script that revolutionized coding. Meanwhile, you are still learning how to center a div. Your confidence shatters. You feel like, I don't know anything. Maybe I'm a fraud. FOMO from other people's projects. You see PewDiePie making his own custom AI with 10 not so expensive GPUs. And you're like, bro, this man was making this track few years ago. And now he's building his own AI. And I'm coding for the last 10 years and I'm still making calculators and to-do list apps. And you feel like a complete fraud. And at the end, I just want to say thank you. Whoever liked, disliked, and commented on my videos. It means a lot. This year was a mix of highs and lows. Video after video, I kept working. People liked it, so I didn't stop. So I kept going. And then, on August 19, 2025, I hit 1,000 subscribers. I was happy. I thought, that's it. Nothing can stop me now. But I was wrong. After that, video after video failed. But through all of this, I learned one thing. Success is momentary, but failure stays longer. And if you give up when you fail forever. Wow, that sounds way more dramatic. Anyways, Happy New Year. I will see you next year. Bye.